Hi, welcome to Amaka's Advice. This is the video version of my blog. My blog is a self help blog that highlights moments that I had great advice that helped push me to my journey to being healthier, to being happier, and to just being an overall better person. So, welcome. To start off, I am a very private person. I am not a YouTuber. I never thought I would have a blog or a vlog. I started this vlog because I personally am a talker, and I felt like my blog wasn't completely grasping everything that I was trying to communicate and how I was communicating it. So, this is just a video version for those of you who, want to hear the message but don't have time to read it, or just don't like to read. I get that. I'm like that too. So, this is just another way for me to get that positive message across and hopefully make a difference in your life or the lives of those around you. So, since I was a kid, I've been told that I was put together, or that I seemed put together, or that I had things kind of in order. And it was always funny to me because I knew I didn't, but for some reason, everybody just assumed I did. So, it's funny because a lot of people don't really know what I'm like. I guess just when I'm around people who I'm comfortable with, or just when I'm at home by myself. So I think when people think that you have things together, they assume that you have no struggles and that life comes easy for you. And I will say that my family, my parents really, paved a strong way for me and my sisters and brothers. But I don't think that anybody lives a easy life by any stretch of the imagination. I think that everything is up to perspective, and you don't always know what somebody else might be going through. I personally didn't think I went through a lot, compared to what, other stories I've heard or what other people have gone through. It actually took somebody hearing me tell, just a portion of my story and was like, wow, you've been through a lot. And I was like, wait, what? I felt like I wasn't allowed to complain because certain things came easier, in my life, and that was a blessing that I received. But what that person helped me realize was that in order for me to reach a happier and healthier point in my life, in order for me to, be my best self, I have to realize that some of those things that, have happened to me in the past or that I've gone through helped shape who I am today. And without embracing those things and getting past those things versus just kind of hiding them or shoving them under the rug, that's how you really like get to that like happy place and that healthy place, and somewhere, those people that you see as goals on Instagram and stuff like that. Like, even though behind the picture we don't really know what it is, but maybe just that feeling in that moment that you feel when you see that picture. Since I'm so good at convincing myself that things are just great, even when they're not, I guess maybe that's my own way of coping with tough times. But it's interesting because you sometimes think about the friends that you've lost and the friends that you've gained in life. And I think oftentimes, especially through social media, we hear it's okay to not have a lot of friends, or, you know, people saying my circle's so small, it's a period. Okay, cool. We've made it okay to have a couple friends. Keep your circle small. It's all good. But in actuality, I think that sometimes when we lose those friends, our coping method is to say, I keep my circle small, it's fine, I only need a couple friends anyway. And that's true. But by doing that, we ignore the fact that there was an issue that happened which caused us to lose somebody close to us. So, how do we break down that issue within ourselves if we never even acknowledge the fact that it's an issue in the first place? I was in a position like that, around this time last year. For some reason, I was getting like hit with things left and right. When I tell you nothing was going right, everything was going wrong, to the point of like just basic needs of life, like housing and food. Like nothing was going right, and I was losing everything. So I was losing things that kind of came to me and I was grateful for, but I didn't realize how lucky that I was to have them in the first place. At that point, I was looking around and I saw, a lot less friends than I had before, or less support. And I at first I was like, well, that's not my fault. If they're really my friend, they would be there for me. But what I didn't realize was that sometimes you're the problem. Sometimes I'm the problem. And sometimes it's not the fact that people weren't there for us when we went through tough times, it's the fact of how we handled those tough times. So at one point, it just clicked for me. And I started trying to change and improve myself. So when it comes to dealing with tough times, when it comes to how I talk to people, that was a big one for me. I realized through those tough times that I had to go through them and feel alone in order to appreciate those people who really did stick around and also appreciate those people who didn't. And kind of, dig deeper and realize the parts of myself that I didn't recognize and the parts of myself that I appreciated and stayed strong. So I honestly thank God that I had a tough time. I'm so grateful because had this happened when I was 50 or 30 or, somewhere down the line, I don't think that it would have had as big of an impact on my life long term. And I probably wouldn't have felt like anybody really wanted to hear the advice that I've gotten along the way. And I'm surprised to see how many people listen and tune in when I do post my blog and hear what I have to say about things in life that changed for me and advice that helped push me forward. So that's the essence of this vlog. I am merely just here to send you a positive message, to let you know that you are not alone, that, we all go through our own struggles. Don't let anybody ever tell you your struggle is not worthy. Don't let anybody tell you that you haven't been through anything. Because I'm here to tell you that what you've been through is valid and you're allowed to hurt from it. You're allowed to get through it and you're allowed to come off on top. Um, so I have a couple quotes. I have a couple, you know, tips and helping hands and just things to help somebody. It might not be you, it might not be your friend, but it might be theirs. So hopefully, hearing a little bit about my journey and my story will help somebody find their happiness on their destination. And just a disclaimer, I am not a professional on life. I'm just another girl on YouTube, and I'm trying to figure this life thing out too. So hopefully we can figure it out together. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I cannot wait to start posting these vlogs and get your feedback and hopefully help somebody's life turn around. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, and welcome to Amaka's Advice. This is the video version of my. Hi, welcome to Amaka's Advice. This is the video version of my blog. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So um so I wasn't, you know, so like, stuff like that. Okay. So for some reason, and I honestly, that's the essence of this blog or vlog now.